Good morning, good morning. So for our story this morning, I need your help, okay? So this side of the room are gonna be galloping horses. Can you give me some galloping horse noise? All right, stop. This side of the room is gonna be knitting needles. Can you give me some knitting needles, maybe some snapping? All right? Okay. So I'm going to point to the different sides of the room when we need the noise. And we know when we go up, the noise gets louder. When we go down, it gets softer, right? And when we go like this, it stops, right? Okay. So sometimes we go on a journey or a walk or a Sabbath, and we don't necessarily know what we might encounter. But the most important thing is to be present and aware, to understand how to respond, and to gain the wisdom that you might get. So our story this morning is such a journey, and it's done by a granny. It all began with a mistake, or so it seemed. Granny got up out of bed at midnight to be on her way to the market. She was getting ready to sell her wares to the country and put her things out for people to explore. Before she left, she had a little bite of eat and a sip to drink, and she offered her sweet pony, Smart, a bite to eat as well. She saddled up Smart, put her basket on, put her wares in, and put her knitting needles in, just in case she had time to do some knitting on the way. And she set off. She set off towards Crocombe, the market. And Smart knew the way, and she trusted Smart, and he just went. Pretty soon, Granny fell asleep. All of a sudden, Granny woke up to the sound of galloping hooves. She realized that Smart, keep going, we've got a lot of galloping here. She realized that Smart was scared and tense, and his tail was tight, and his ears were perked up, and she could hear the galloping coming. And all of a sudden, a hare jumped up onto her lap. She opened up her basket and put the hare inside. And then she looked at Smart and realized he started eating the grass, even though it wasn't very sweet grass. And so she took out her knitting needles and she started to knit. The galloping started increasing and getting closer, and all of a sudden, a rider appeared. Have you seen a hare come through here at all? Granny just knitted, continued to knit, shook her head no, for she didn't lie because the hare did not go past. She just knitted, shook her head no. The rider and got on his horse and started galloping away. Pretty soon, Granny put her knitting needles away, and the galloping disappeared. And all of a sudden, out of her basket, a young woman crawled. She said, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saving me. For if I hadn't gotten past my pursuers, I would still be bewitched as a hare today and constantly hunted." And the young woman walked away, and Granny got on her horse and started going into the market. And when she got to the market, she realized it was 3 a.m. in the morning, and nobody was there to buy her wares. So she laid down on a bench, and she went to sleep, settled in, all comfy, and Smart, her pony, rested right beside her. Who'd have known that a horse and a pair of knitting needles could be a hero for a day? Then again, some say that finding the key to courage is to relax and trust our hearts to guide us when we don't even know what we need to do. Thank you.